Heck yeah. Why looking sharp gaming?
You know, that's a great question. The name came to me because I always like to, look nice, and I always get the compliment, "You look sharp. You're looking good. Looking sharp." So, thinking of a channel name, it just clicked to me. Looking sharp. I always like to look good, looking presentable. Looking your best. When I feel like you look your best, you have more fun, and you attract more people, and people take more, take people to a different kind of way. Like if I were to wear jeans and a hat, sure, you're more comfortable, whatever, but I don't think people approach you the same way as if you dress them for success, so to speak. So I like to dress for success.
Awesome. Who is John?
Who's John?
Yeah, who's John? Come on, everybody wants to know who John is.
Just a everyday guy, just like to have fun, and just here hopefully to show some different aspects of gaming at the casino that people haven't seen before.
What is one thing that you would want someone to know about you as not a gambler, but as a person in general? Like, what would be the one thing that you would want people to know you as? Your character.
That's a good question. Probably one thing, Likeable. Very likeable.
Likeable.
Yeah.
All right. So where are we? I should say what time is it right now?
It is 3:41 in the morning.
And we are at Yaamava in Highland, California.
We came to get the gift, which I gave to you, which is fine.
Thank you.
And I came here to use my late night free play, which was only good from 2 o'clock in the morning till a certain time, right? So that's why we got here at the time we did, to use that free play. You always want to take advantage. The one thing that I like about and dislike about casinos is they try to bring you in, but you want to use that to the advantage, to your more advantage. Meaning, obviously, casinos want to keep you as long as possible. I didn't spend that much time. You were with me. We got here, we parked, we looked around the machines a little bit, see which ones I wanted to play, right?
Right.
And then I remembered the one I wanted to play because I haven't played in a while. It was a real machine, and the grand jackpot.
So you take an inventory when you walk through the casino that I'm going to try that machine.
Yeah, or maybe I saw last time.
I'm going to try that machine.
Right, or maybe I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe, I remember playing that machine. Now I don't want to play it again. It's fun. I don't like the graphics, or just hey, I think it might hit. You never know. It's all chance, yes. It's all risk, yes. But there could be a huge reward at the end, so you never know. So my whole thing is to come here when there's less people, more traffic.
That's pretty amazing. So we've got the who, we've got the what, we have the when, which is what time it is. We have the where. Why looking sharp gaming?
I always feel like your energy. I think it's your overall energy. If you're having a great time and you're looking good while doing it, you're dressed up, you feel like you're looking good while doing it, I think you're gonna have more fun. Meaning you're attracting this to attract other attractive people.
Like synergy.
Yeah. In a sense.
If you're moving kind of because I'll share with you, when I watch you in the casino and you're walking through the casino, you sort of walk in rhythm to the music, It's kind of in a movie, where, you walk into that scene where you're in the store or whatever, but you have the sway that it takes as you walk through the casino. You own the room, so to speak, and the atmosphere starts to gravitate towards you. And in a sense, that have something called The Secret. You heard of The Secret, right? Mm-hmm. Where you're almost, in a sense, when you are looking successful, you are gravitating success to you.
Right. That's the whole concept of, I think, sharp looking gaming. It's part of it. Yes, I wanted part of that in there because I feel like And it's funny. It's good. It's good. It's a good and bad because what I mean by that is like dressing like this all the time is good because people take you more seriously. Like they'll say yes sir, like all the great stuff. However, the only bad part of it, it's kind of bad. Not really. It's more fun than anything. People think you work here, so
they think you work here.
So it's like I thought you worked here. Can you tell me how to get whatever? And luckily, I come here enough time I know where everything is. So I don't mind helping them out.
Right.
I'll kindly tell them. Well, by the way, I don't work here, but I'll tell you where it is anyways. And they usually say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you worked here. You look so nice." I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much. You're looking sharp." Along those lines. And people, time and time again, looking sharp. So
as looking sharp goes viral, people are going to start seeing you, and you're going to have to start saying hi to everybody.
Right.
That's going to be fun. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. It's John. It's John.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
That would be fun. That's a dream, but you never know. Well,
This is what we call, so there's this technique. All right, we're going to talk about it right now because it's important that we do. It's actually called spinning, or what they call storytelling, where you start to say and speak the words, and you start to actually make your future. Okay, and what I see for Looking Sharp Gaming is that you're going to create an entire group of people that are going to change the gaming community, so that people take it seriously,
right?
But also too, at the same time, there's a respect that comes
of course,
to it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's needed actually, because I mean, let's face it. Like you said, people look at you differently, they respond to you differently, they talk to you differently, they do everything differently the moment you put on a suit. Why wouldn't the world gravitate to you differently, but why wouldn't also success gravitate to you differently as well?
Exactly.
Because if everything works on the same universal, ideal, money, success, fame, love, compassion, forgiveness, understanding, all these different concepts of the world are inside of you, you can gravitate all those things to you by simply being who it is that you are, which is expressing yourself as John, but at the same time being free to be who you are in the space that you're in. To me, that's pretty fascinating. It's pretty awesome. I think people are going to really love that. I mean, I personally would jump on board. I'm looking for my L.S., my Looking Sharp Gaming attaché, and I don't know. I'm
coming
curious,
soon.
or lapels or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, but no hats.
No hats.
Yeah.
We had a joke about that.
We had a joke about a hat, but no, I'm thinking more like along the line of maybe a nice fedora.
A fedora.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
something classy. I'm trying to make this more classy.
Yeah.
Like present a class that you've seen in a while. Plus be more transparent, meaning like I didn't show any big wins today, which is fine, but we still had a good time doing it.
Right.
And that's the whole concept behind this channel.
It's not about necessarily winning. It's about winning.
Right.
In other words, winning in life, not necessarily gaming.
We still had a great time. We we didn't spend $1 of my own money, besides maybe driving here, whatever, the food maybe, whatever. But the food's going to be comped. Food's going to be comped, and we got a free gift.
So explain that to me, because I'm curious. I think they're going to want to know too. So how do you get comped?
So obviously, the more you play anywhere in any casino, like the more you visit, the more they like to call a point system. So you always want to sign up for the rewards card. Any casino you go to, whether it's here, Yaamava, Pachanga, or wherever you want to go, like anywhere in Vegas, you always want to sign up for their reward card. Use it every single time you play a game, whether it's a slot machine, blackjack, any table game, baccarat, any game you could possibly gamble on. You always want to use that card. Make sure it's in there. Make sure it's registered. Take your time with it. Make sure your obviously table game is a little more easier because you just hand it to the floorman or the dealer to make sure they get make sure they're logged in and say, hey, I'll wait till you check me in. That's okay. I'll make sure, just make sure everything, so that way you can start earning rewards. It's a completely different system from the slot machine, so it's a different spot. So that's how you earn rewards and get comps and this and that, and it's good.
So you're winning everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You're winning at the restaurants. You're winning on the floor. You're winning in the parking lot because you get the best parking spot around because you know where all the good parking spots are. We won't tell you though because otherwise there'll be no good parking spots. That's kind of the rule, the parking spot rule, right? Oh, by the way, you got to see this food that we're about to eat right now.
Thank you.
This is the lovely.
Let me get 2 plates.
Isabella.
Thank you, Isabella. Just 2, yeah, please, thank you.
Can I bring you anything else? Or
Do you want anything else with the sandwich, like ketchup or anything like that?
maybe another ranch?
Another ranch would be great.
Yeah, another ranch would be good. Yeah. And then I'm gonna like lean this camera.
We're gonna show the food that we got today.
See what
we're gonna share and talk about today. This is about food, drinks, and having fun, and anything and having fun. You know. Thank you so much.
All right, John. The food looks excellent, actually. This your favorite place to eat, John? Where are we eating?
Serrano Vista. At Yaamava, it's one of them, but not the favorite. I would say the favorite, although it's a lot more expensive.
The Pines?
The Pines, obviously, for different. It's a fine dining steakhouse, but if it's at this time in the morning, obviously the only place is open. This is great. I mean, the food up here is always on point. However, their buffets okay. Just be careful what you eat.
Be careful what you eat.
As your friend could tell you.
As my friend Randy found out. You definitely want to be careful with. You definitely want to be careful with eating the buffet. John.
We're still recording? Mm-hmm. We're still recording? Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is excellent because it's not just the chicken and it's actually fresh too.
Yeah, that's why I knew he went to the buffet when he told me. I said for some reason I knew it. It's kind of sad but true. Mm-hmm. So that's why I almost never go to the buffet.
What do you guys like, Chula or Tabasco? Put it in the comments. I personally like Chula. I said Tabasco because I'm more familiar with it, but Chula has a more natural flavor, less chemical flavor.
What about
than
Tapatio?
Tabasco. I love Tapatio.
What about Hager?
On eggs. They don't have Tapatio though, but I love Tapatio on eggs. One of my favorites, Tapatio.
There's a kilo of Tabascos.
Look at that. Cute little Tabascos. Small little Tabasco bottles. Not kidding. Look at that. It's the size of my thumb.
James, I can't thank you enough for joining me again and helping me with this. The least I can do is buy food, right?
Good food, right? No, I appreciate that, but John, you don't have to do that all the time. I appreciate you. I always
Taking
do.
your time.
Yeah. No, I have a good time always with you, John. And I probably need to get away more than anything now. Just to...
That's arugula. I love arugula.
There's a rule.
Arugula.
Oh, the arugula?
I love arugula.
Oh, you do? Oh, in the
sandwich.
There's arugula in the sandwich.
I prefer it over lettuce, actually, for some reason. It's healthier.
Okay. I have to say this. John, lemon pepper is spot on. Perfectly
Honestly,
cooked. Perfectly cooked.
one of the best places I like to go for food, for casino-wise, someone local, is Pachanga.
Pachanga?
Food's better, my personal opinion.
I agree. I've actually had pachanga before. I call it pachanga. I didn't know it was called pachanga. Is it pachanga or is it pachanga? Let us know in the comments how you can
And
tell.
one is more offensive than the other.
It is?
It is.
More offensive?
Yeah.
So chunga or changa? Chunga. C-H-A-N-G. This is changa, right? This should be pachanga. Pachanga. It's pachanga? Okay. We'll have to know. So you guys will let us know. So how will you say that? So in the comments, put OO for onga and AA for anga or pachanga. I didn't know. Is it potato or is it potato?
Right.
I already know that's potato. It's potato. And it's data, not data.
Tomato.
Tomato. There's, by the way, there is a tomato on this sandwich too as well. My son doesn't like tomatoes. My wife doesn't like tomatoes. My wife doesn't like onions or tomatoes. By the time you take the onions, the tomatoes, and everything
one of the tomatoes I like is
you have bread.
What was the tomato's name in VeggieTales? Remember the name?
Oh,
It's okay if you don't.
Ben.
I don't remember his name either. But I can look it up.
Oh,
Look it up?
look it up.
I'm kind of curious, actually.
Bob the tomato.
Okay.
It's got to be. Or is it Bob the cucumber?
I don't know. I'm looking it
I
up.
don't know. Who is the? You want to ask somebody inside the casino?
VeggieTale tomato character name. Bob the tomato.
Well, then who's the cucumber?
Oh, I wasn't curious because we're talking about tomatoes, not cucumbers.
I know, but now you've opened up the whole VeggieTales plethora of.
I think the writers of VeggieTales were big Monty Python fans for some reason.
I think so too. You can tell. Because of the characters that wear the helmets and the hats, and they look like soldiers, and they dance like this, and they jump on their one foot, and the jokes are very Monty Pythonish, very, very dry, kind of like European humor. I have been accused of having dry European humor. I have been accused of having dry European humor. What do you guys think? Is my humor dry?
It's fine.
At times it can be. At times my humor can be dry, but I'll tell you what, this sandwich is not dry. We're going to call this segment a late or early, however you want to look at it, brunch and lunch with John and James.
Actually, no, brunch is in the afternoon. This is breakfast.
So this would be breakfast, but it's kind of in the morning, right? So it's in the late morning. So it'd be a la brunch. A la brunch. La brunch, like La Habra. I'd like to have a la brunch with you. That's like a really late brunch. So early that it's late, so late that it's early. This is gonna go viral, you watch. I'll tell you, I know it's the strangest, stupidest thing, but a friend of mine came up with an idea like at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it was like, and we thought it was the funniest thing in the world at 3 o'clock in the morning. It seemed funny, but then the next morning it was not funny at all. But we just stopped. You remember Tim Burton? Nightmare for Christmas? There was a time where Tim Burton could do anything. He put his name on it and people loved it, So one day we just said hamster nipples. That one day Tim Burton would make a film called Hamster Nipples and everybody would just fall in love with the movie because it was Tim Burton's hamster nipples. We thought it was so funny, we laughed uncontrollably all night long till we almost peed ourselves. And next morning, we went over the hamster nipple thing, and it was funny. Don't get me wrong, but not worth peeing yourself. But in the 90s and the early 2000s, Tim Burton had The Nightmare Before Christmas, Edward Scissorhands. I mean, he had all these movies that came out. James and the Giant Peach. I mean, there were so many movies. To the point where no matter what Tim Burton put his name on, people would go watch it. Beetlejuice. It doesn't matter what he did. People were jumping on it no matter what. We just thought it'd be funny that if he made a movie about hamsters and their nipples called Hamster Nipples.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That would be hilarious. That friend that I came up with it, he passed away recently.
Sorry about that. So everyone dying. So me and Olaf kind of knew at Kabuki restaurant we go to. We go there all the time. Enough. We haven't been there in a while. We got one of their workers passed away. Young guy too.
Wow. That's horrible. That's horrible. It's not fun when someone dies. You know, they don't get the memo. Not die. Please don't die. But sometimes it's your time. So John, last question of the evening. As I sit here and munch on our food.
Right.
What do you see for the future of Looking Sharp Gaming?
Maybe Looking Sharp group polls. So everyone who wants to join has to dress for success. If they want to join, is one rule. To even be considered joining a group poll. And I see that in the future. But that's just one of the requirements. Just dress up and have fun. But you have to be dressed up to do it.
I'm gonna be the oddball out of your entire crew. That way, when you're out and about, you'll look even better next to me. If I even have to wear a fishing hat with hooks in it, just to accentuate the fact that you're dressed well, that'd be funny. Who's that guy? The guy with the plaid pants, the hat with the hooks, and the floppy shoes. Oh, that's my camera guy. Oh, that's my audio media guy.
That's funny. Did you ever get a chance to watch some more of Vegas's Matt's videos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's very normal, just regular, which is cool. You know.
I just won't do his bed sizes.
What?
His bed sizes. I don't know if you noticed what kind of bed sizes he does, but they're big.
That's probably what people tune in for. The difference with your show is your show's going to have substance. Your show's going to have depth. Your show's going to have class. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be clever. It's going to be John Bowl. Yep. And that is what's going to make it successful. Because making something successful is all about speaking success into it, but it being successful prior to it being successful.
They're snorting. They're snorting.
Oh, they're snorting.
Are you going to laugh so hard they snort?
Oh, yeah, I hear them. You're right. They are.
Well, that's a wrap, too. Subscribe, like, follow.